guys, happy new year. Hope you guys had an amazing Christmas and New Year. This is going to be the first video that I'm filming for 2018. As the title says, it's my top 18 from 2018 plus maybe like 2 or 3 extras, because you know, if I said more than that then it wouldn't really go with the title. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I post a video. If you're not already following me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, make sure that you are following me. And yeah, let's get into this video. I tried to narrow it down as much as I can. I really had to exclude a lot of products because there's so many more. Like within a year, that's a long time to try an array of products or to come up with like some favorites. So it was really hard to kind of like break down the specific ones that, you know, stood out over everything else. But these are the ones that I've come up with. So I have some hair items. I have some skincare / body items, and then I have some makeup. So I think the first things, I'll start with hair because you guys always like the hair stuff, even though I'm so much more than my hair, but we'll start with the hair stuff. So the first one is this Even New York 24-hour Edge Tamer Extra Mega Hold. So this was a gel that I discovered obviously this year. I really love it. I have it in my hair right now, as you can see. Today wasn't the best hair day. It's time for me to like wash this hair and do something different. But yeah, so I discovered this. The last time I straightened my hair, and I think I had asked you guys that do follow me on Instagram for an edge control gel that wouldn't revert my edges, which this does revert my edges, so I only use this when I'm wearing my hair in its natural state. But this is really good. All that rambling to say, this was my favorite edge control of the year. It does hold your hair really well. It slicks it back, makes it look really nice and neat. This line of products have been around for a really long time, since I was actually transitioning, and I've had it since I was transitioning. But as you guys know, this year was about me being a reformed product junkie and not really buying too many new products. So I decided to revisit this line that I, like I said, have not tried since I was natural, which actually today, the day that I'm filming this, I think is January 7th. This probably won't post till a couple weeks after because I have another video scheduled already. But it's actually the same day, about 2 years ago to be exact, that I cut off the rest of my relaxed hair. So I've had these products for a really long time, but they're still really good. So anyways, it's from As I Am, and so this is the curling jelly, the double buttercream rich daily moisturizer, which I need to get another one of because I'm just about out of it, and the So Much Moisture hydrating lotion. So as you can see, all 3 of these products have to do a lot with moisturizing your hair. I think I actually got this one like free with a purchase at Sally's, but these 2 I had purchased when I was transitioning because I think it was when I was going through that like 4 or 5 month phase where your hair gets like super dry and brittle between that line of demarcation, and I needed something to give me a lot of hydration. But like I said, I decided to try these out the past couple months, and I really love it. Like, it really brings out the definition in my hair. My hair stays moisturized the entire time. I really don't have to do much refreshing because the moisture stays. And of course I use additional products alongside those, which is like my usual product that I mix in with any line that I use. But as far as the core line, those have been really amazing. I really love it. The next hair line that I really loved, which is a go-to of mine, is the Kinky Curly line. So I have the Curling Custard, I have the Not Today, and the Spiral Spritz. So this is one of those lines that I keep in my arsenal of products where I know that like if I need to make sure that I'm gonna have a pretty decent hair day or like a really good twist out, I'm gonna reach for that line because I know that it works really well with my hair. So also to this line, when I first discovered this line while I was transitioning, I did not like it at all. It's like been so raved about, especially this Not Today. But then once I became fully natural, I was like, okay, let me try to revisit it. And I really love it. Like I said, it's a go-to line for me. So I think I actually have a full review of those products as well, so check it out. I'll try to remember to link it below in case you want to go directly to it. And 2 more hair products. So the next one is this Gorilla Snot. I always want to say Gorilla Glue because you know there's like the Gorilla Glue. But this is Gorilla Snot. So the only thing I really use this for is for my edges. So if I want to lay down, not even really my edges, my baby hairs. If I'm doing a style where I want to lay down my baby hairs and I want them to stay laid down all day, this is what I'll use. So this is pretty much gonna last me forever. I've had this forever. And like I said, all I use it for is like, you know, all these little baby hairs, these little pieces right here. I just use it to slick those parts down, and it works really well. The last hair item that I have is the Felicia Leatherwood detangling brush. I have talked about this before. I've been using this for years. It's my go-to detangling tool. I have it linked in my Amazon store, so if you are interested in buying it, I'll leave a link to my Amazon store, which as always I leave links to everything that I mentioned, so it'll be really easy for you guys to find it. But like I said, I've been using this for years. I've had this for years, and I definitely recommend it. Okay, so next we'll do beauty products. Okay, so this was really hard to narrow down my favorites, because it's also kind of hard to kind of think about all the products you use throughout the year, because I have like phases that I go through with products. So I'll have a product that I'll use consistently for months and months because I love it and it works amazing, and then I'll just decide I want to try something else and that'll work really well. So it was kind of hard to figure it out, but I tried to think about the products that, regardless of how my routine changed in any ways, that I still kind of gravitated towards these. So the first one is a classic one that I've talked about so many times. It's the Urban Decay Skin Naked, let's do that over. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done. I have repurchased this several times. I have raved about this. Every time I stop using it and then I go back to it, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love it. So this is like your all-in-one. If you like a fuller coverage, you can layer it on. If you like a medium coverage, if you like something light, like you can use this for everything. If you're someone that wants to go to the gym with makeup on, I would just mix a little bit of moisturizer in this and rub it on your face as though you would with a moisturizer, and it gives you like a super natural look. I've worn this before in like a no makeup type of look, and people didn't even know I had makeup on because it just looks like my skin. It blends well with any other products that you use it with. If you use it consistently, it's supposed to help perfect your skin. I don't wear makeup on a daily basis. I mean, 9 out of 10 times when you see me, I have twists in my hair and no makeup on. So I don't use it consistently enough to know if it actually changes or has like any benefits to your skin, but I know that I love this. If you need one product to like travel or whatever, it's super easy. It's a tube, there's a pump, and like I said, you can have a full glam look, you can have a no makeup look, or like a medium range look. It works for everything, and I do have a full review on this one as well, so I'll make sure to link it below. The next thing, this was a splurge product that I discovered this year, but I really love it, and it's gonna last me forever. Like literally, I haven't even touched any of the product in here yet. I've been using what got on the cap, and it's literally been months, because with this product, this is like it's like a under eye treatment slash, what do they call this? It's called the Pearl, but I don't know exactly what it's classified as, but I mean, if you, depending on how much coverage you need or what you're doing with your makeup, you could use it as a concealer, but generally it's like a base for your concealer. So you just kind of put it underneath, and if you're doing that no makeup look, or if you just like super minimal makeup, you can just leave it there, and it looks like your skin. You cannot detect any makeup at all. It just kind of brightens you up a little bit and makes you look a little more awake than if you didn't have that on. So I always use that as part of like my everyday makeup routine. Like that's the first step I do under my eyes. I don't color correct under there. I just dab like a tiny bit. It's very concentrated, so you literally need like a little rice grain size, which is why it will last for so long. And I just dab it with my ring finger. I put it on the top area too, dab it all around, and then I proceed to do the rest of my makeup. Staying on eyes, this was actually drugstore, which I'm not a big drugstore fan of makeup products, but this was a drugstore item that I discovered this year, and I absolutely love it. I have repurchased it. You see I have like barely anything left in here. But this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle. This is a line that's been out forever. I remember using this way back in the day before they even had a wider color range, and trying to make it work and having to blend it with other things. But then if you guys will remember and you follow products, they kind of like relaunched a little bit and added like a bunch of new colors, and so I was able to get a color that matches me. I know these are 3 products, but this is a combination. So like today I used it. If I'm going to do like a full makeup look, or I have more time, which full makeup look for me is still pretty simple, but on days that I'm like not rushing and I want to actually put like a little more effort into my makeup look, this is the combo that I use. So This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. So I will, actually no, I'm lying. This is the combo that I use. But I'll show you all three of these because it's kind of like goes together. But this is the combo that I use. So if you wanted to just mix these two, you could. So both of these are caramel. So this is the complexion of my skin. So I will always use this to kind of like cover any dark marks or acne or anything like that that I have on my face. So that's the original version. And then this is just like the potted version, which is more of like a matte one. So what I always do is put a little bit of this one on first, just to kind of even everything out. It matches my skin tone, so it just looks like clean and nice and balanced. And then I'll add a little bit of the biscuit. I'll add a little bit of the biscuit over that one, just to kind of give me a little bit of brightness. And so that's the combo that I like to use, like I said, when I have a little more time. The next thing that I want to mention to you guys is a setting powder from a favorite line of mine that I discovered this year. So this is by Too Faced, and it's part of the Peach Perfect line, which is geared towards mattifying oily skin. So this is another product that's going to last me forever. It actually does have like a little peachy smell, but nothing too crazy that's going to bother you. And I like how this sifter closes. So when you're traveling, you don't have to worry about a bunch of it spilling out. I don't think I've ever set my entire face with this, although you could because it's a translucent powder. I use this powder to set underneath my eyes, and I just use the smallest amount. I don't put a lot of powder under my eyes, and I just put a little bit right where I see those lines, just to minimize the creasing. Whatever I use it with, it doesn't crease. Like, of course you're gonna have a tiny bit of creasing with any product you just because those lines are kind of naturally there, but you know that some products, it makes the creases look so much more intense, and you're like, oh my god, I look like I'm like 50 years older than I am. But with this one, it doesn't ever crease, and I think a lot of that's attributed to the fact that I also only use a little bit. But even outside of that, it's really good. Like I said, you can set your face with it. Like if I'm doing the powder before foundation routine, I'll set a little bit of that on my face, and you can't see it. It feels light. You don't feel anything on your skin. But yeah, this is a powder that I use every time I wear my makeup. Next, I raved about this. This is from that same line, the Peach Perfect Setting Spray, Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray by Too Faced. This one, only thing is you got to make sure you shake it up really well. But once you do that, it's really good. I always set my makeup with this. It's the last step that I always do. Of course, I still get oily just because I'm just like an insanely oily person. My skin's like super duper oily. But this is the best setting spray that I have found to date that actually makes a difference on my skin. I guess I'm loving a lot of Too Faced this year. So this is Too Faced. This is a primer. This is the Hangover RX. I do also have the primer from that Peach Perfect line, but I decided to mention this one instead. So if you have dry skin, or you get dry patches, or say you're using an acne product that is drying out your skin, which for me, like benzoyl peroxide can do that, I will use this this primer because the consistency is like a moisturizer, although don't replace it, don't use it in place of your moisturizer, but the consistency is like a moisturizer, and it's supposed to hydrate your skin. So I'll just use this. I used it today to rub all over my face, and then it's going to help with any dry patches that my skin might be showing, and then it won't like mess up your makeup. This has been a favorite powder of mine for years. Whether you're setting your makeup with it or you're just using it as a powder alone, it works amazingly well. I used to only use it to do like a powder foundation routine, and then this year I started using it over my actual foundation, which I have on today as well, and it never feels heavy. It's so soft and smooth. The coverage is really nice. You can make it light coverage with a little brush. You can make it a little heavier if you use the sponge that it comes in. But this is like a classic Benefit product that, like I said, I've been using for years, and it's pretty much the best pressed powder that I have found. I discovered this product last year. I never heard anybody talk about it, never seen any promotions about it, but I just happened to be wandering around Sephora one day, and I was like, let me try this out. So basically, this is like a translucent pressed powder that is supposed to make your makeup waterproof. So it's a waterproof setting powder. So this is like, before I do my setting spray, this is the final step that I'll use when my makeup's all done. I'll take a light brush and I will just dab it all over my face, and it just kind of locks in your makeup. So it's just nice to know that your makeup is not going to run if you sweat, or say you just have some deep conversation and you start crying, your makeup's not gonna look all crazy, or whatever the case may be. This just kind of locks down that makeup. Like I said, you don't feel it, it's not heavy, but somehow it just kind of seals it all in and prevents it from running if you happen to get any kind of liquid on it, which is really good. Like I said, I don't feel complete if I don't put this on my makeup. I also feel like this gives kind of like a really subtle airbrushed kind of look to your makeup as well. So I love this product. I'm so happy that I discovered it. It's so nice when you purchase something and you realize how much you put it to use. Like, because you know, we could purchase things and you're like, oh my god, that was so stupid, I wasted my money. But when you purchase something and you see that you keep reaching for it over and over again, it's like, okay, like that was money well spent because I actually love this and I use it a lot. So this is the Natasha Denona Duo Glow. I feel like her products are all about making your skin glow, which I really love. So this was like a highlighter blush duo that she came out with this past year. And I love it because on those days when you want to do like a really quick, easy breezy look and you don't want to do like blush and highlighter, you can just reach for this blush and it gives you a hint of pink. I actually did put it on today. I don't know if you guys can tell. It gives you a hint of pink, but it has highlighter in it as well. So I love, like, on my days when I'm like in a rush or I don't feel like wearing a lot of makeup, products that I can just throw on really quickly and skip a few steps. So when I wear this, you know, I don't necessarily have to do like a blush and a highlighter because it has it combined in one with this product. So definitely check it out. They have other colors as well. I've mentioned this before. So these are a pair for me as well because this is like my mascara combo that I think that I've been using literally the entire year. I don't think I have reached for any other mascara this year. I've repurchased these, so really this is it. I haven't used anything else. And I like to combine the two of these. So the Benefit Roller Lash, this kind of like separates my lashes, brings out the length in them and just makes them look really like open and pretty. And then this one is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and so this one is like a little bit thicker. It makes it look, you know, darker and just a little bit more dramatic, which I do have it on today. So the days that I'm kind of like in a rush, I could just pick one of them to use. I usually pick this one because it just kind of like accentuates my eyes a little bit. I don't even have another mascara in mind that I'd even want to try. I think I'm just gonna like stick to these two for a while because they work so well. Okay, next let's go to like skincare slash body care. So this is by Sunday Riley, and this is the CEO Rapid Flash Brightening Serum. So I will say, of course, like a lot of higher end beauty products, this is a little bit pricey, but this will last you for a really long time. So I have about like this much left, but you only need the slightest bit. So basically this is a Rapid Flash Brightening Serum. So you guys know that I break out, and so when I break out I always get a mark. Like right now I have so many marks on my face. I don't know what the heck's going on, but this product works faster than any other serum that I've tried at getting rid of the marks. I have mentioned a few other serums in the past which I still stand by and still love, but this one, when it says Rapid Flash, it really does work. So I'll put this on in the morning and in the night over any kind of discoloration that I have, and it still takes time, but the time is definitely cut much shorter as far as like the healing process goes for those marks when you use this. This is something that I have loved and I've been raving about, and I always repurchase this. I don't even want to look at using anything else. This is by Caudalie and it's the moisturizing toner. So what I love about this is that it's super gentle and simple, and that you can take it over your eyes as well. So after I wash my face and before I start like all my other skincare products, I'll just pump some of this onto a cotton round, and I just wipe all over my face, my eyes, just to make sure that I get rid of any traces of makeup that might have somehow been left behind after I wash my face. And I've never had a problem with it. I love it and I recommend it. I love also the grape water spray by Caudalie. Like those two are like staples for my skincare routine. Next, this is a pair as well. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that like I'm really sensitive to scents. So I can either just do like body sprays, or I have one Dolce & Gabbana perfume that I can tolerate. But this is also a scent that I really love. So this is the Sol de Janeiro. The Sol de Janeiro line. Oh, it smells so good. It's the Brazilian Crush. So I think, I want to say with the exact, like, oh, it's not on here, the ingredients or whatever, but It says it has guarana extract, but I think there's some other stuff in here. But basically, this scent just makes you feel like you're on the beach or like in a tropical vacation. Like, it's such a like calming, kind of vanilla-ish warm. I think there might be like some cocoa butter or like something. It's just like a very warm but tropical but subtle scent, and I really love it. And I love combining the two. Like, this is supposed to like firm and all that stuff with your body as well, like firm your body and all those things, but I don't use it enough because I just use like a regular moisturizer. But this is like really thick. The consistency is really nice. You get a lot of it. But what I do is I just save this moisturizer for times when I want to smell extra good. And so when you use a body mist, a lot of times obviously they're not going to last as long as a perfume. So when you combine it with another product that has the same scent, that kind of makes it last a little longer. So that's what I'll do. When I want to smell super good, I will combine these two to make the scent last longer. And that is it. I think I had like 2 or 3 extra products in there. Don't count the ones that I doubled up, because like these two are like the mascaras or the concealers. I consider those like one because it was like a combo that I'm telling you guys I really love. So that's it for my top 18 for 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.